Hi guys and welcome back to Football Manager 2018 here, our Youth Academy Challenge with Ajax. We're about to take on Excelsior in the second round of the Cup. Should be a relatively simple game against lower league opposition. We're missing a couple, as you can see, to international call-ups. Giovanni De La Vega at 75% too isn't great. We will bring Eros Madi in for Sierhuis. Play Kluivert as a striker. Decker can come out for Shane Nunnally. Leeuwenburg gets a wee run out in goal. Boy Kemper can come on for Van Gilderen. And we're actually going to call up a couple of youth prospects here. We need a centre, but we need two centre backs really, and a striker. So let's look at the B team. Yeah, do any of these players come through our youth academy? I don't think so. Oh, Noah Lang did actually, who seems to be a decent prospect. We'll call him up. Actually doesn't play any of the positions we need, but he can play as a right wing back. We centre back Dean Solomon's here. Came through Ajax, but he's pretty crap for lack of a better word. Let's go way down to the young side. There's poor Anderlecht Nauri there. It's a shame what happened to that boy, but let's look at Ricardo Farkas. He did come through the youth system here at Ajax. He's a young Romanian lad. We'll get him up. Must be another centre back. What about this guy? Niciano Omzigtig. Suppose we'll call him up as well. So Delight is unable to play. We will put Farkas in there. Van Gelderen obviously can't play. We'll put Noah Lang on the bench. And Omzigtig will come on the bench in place of Kellenkamp there. We'll put Lang down there. How is Maduro actually coming along there? Yeah, he's starting to look pretty good, man. Technically needs work still, but could become a 5-star lad. Backboard, probably just pretty much the same as Maduro at this point. Oh, we've got to grab a young striker. Who could be a young striker? But this lad, yeah, Eric Koning. He's got 9 goals from 11 starts so far this season, so he's doing very well. We'll call him up. 16 finishing at only 16 years of age. Call him up, and as I say, he can replace Sierhuis on the bench. We don't usually go for more than the 7 subs. We'll throw a Kellenkamp on there anyway, just to make up numbers. But what about Noah Lang? You know, we'll throw Noah Lang in there alongside Karl Eiting instead of Van de Beek. And De La Vega's a little tired, so we'll keep him out. We'll put Backboard in there now. We'll say Maduro's actually taken over as the proper right wing, but we'll put Backboard in. So the final lineup will be Leeuwenburg, Veltman, Farkas, Kemper, Backboard, Savastano, Eiting, Lang, Madi, Kluivert and Nunnally. So a squad that should be more than capable of beating this team here. We're going to tell them that actually. We expect nothing but a victory today. Make sure they all know that. Madi kicking off. Back to Farkas making his debut, of course, here. Veltman to Backboard. They have 2 Jai Vanderhorsts in the middle of the park there. That seems a bit weird. Headed away by Farkas. Good man. Oh, lovely by Nunnally to track it. Savastano. Lang forward. Not a great ball. Dealt with. Comes back to Lang. Picks a better one this time to Kluivert, who loses it. Decent defending from Excelsior. Backboard Akers though. Finds Madi. Perfect timing on all the passes, and Kluivert sweeps it home for an early 1-0 lead. Perfect stuff. Julian van der Horst and Jack van der Horst. Who, yeah, I don't think they're real, are they? Nah, they're not real. They're randomly generated. It's interesting that it's generated to Jai Vanderhorsts. Lang with the corner, it's a good one. It's found Nunnally, who fires it in. It's a lovely finish actually. Keeper gets a hand but can't stop it. And we're 2-0 up early doors. Let's give them a bit of praise for that. And it is of course an assist for Noah Lang there. Kemper now, can we rack up a real scoreline here? Backboard as we try and put the pressure on once again. Stands it up, Nunnally's header, and he has another. 3-0. And Excelsior are getting put to the sod here. Good to see from the young lads. Clinical. First 3 shots, all on target, all in the net, as Backboard finds Madi. Deep cross, Nunnally across, hat-trick. 16 minutes it takes for Shane Nunnally to score the hat-trick. And you know what? Since he's done that, he can come off to a stand. In fact, do we take Clivert off? Nah, we'll take Nunnally off. Eric Koning can come on. He can play a long time in this game. It is wrapped up by now. Nunnally can come off to a standing ovation. Lang in for Kemper. Oh, and he seems to, I think, hut the bar there on the way over. Excelsior probably just want to go home right now. Corner by Lang again. Good one again. Headed away though. Gets another bite at it. 18 down to Koning, blocked. And it's Eric Koning. A fifth. The young 16-year-old debut goal. Beautiful stuff. 5-0. Savastano now as we look for a sixth before half time. Koning to Lang. Savastano. Want the young man to carry on his run? He did, but it wasn't a great pass. And Excelsior have some possession. Van der Horst goes long. Decent ball. Queckel losing it. Eating Clivert. Maddy for Koning for his second. Easy stuff. 6-0. And the young lad is on for a hat-trick. It'd be quite something if Nunnally gets a hat-trick, goes off, Koning comes on, gets a hat-trick, all in the first half. Lang, cut back on the corner. This time we don't read it. Riekers gets it away. Savastano wins it though. Kemper now, backboard. Veltman, Farkas, backboard. Switching it to Savastano. Down the line for Koning. Squares it up. Clivert flicks it in to the top corner. 7-0 first half. This is crazy. Luque will clear it long for Excelsior. I imagine it's going to come back at them though. Yep, 18 to Clivert. Maddy now. Savastano round the corner. Koning, hat-trick if he shoots. Squares it unselfishly and Eros Maddy scores our 8th goal of the first half. Crazy scoreline. Can we get 9? Riekers now, and they definitely want to go home. Oh, it's over the top. Are they going to catch us? They are going to catch us. We're celebrating our 8th goal. They get in behind. Veltman trips him for a pen. Queckel manages to score 8-1. He scores on his birthday. Good for him. And we go in at half time. 9 goals. 8 of them for us. And everybody apart from Leeuwenburg will be happy with that half. But passionately very pleased, of course. The rotational boys to the bench can come on now. Zigtig can come on for Veltman. We'll actually drop backboard back into the back 3. Anybody else to bring on? We'll bring on De La Vega for Clivert. De La Vega's at 75%, but he still will enjoy a wee run out, I suspect, in the first team. It's always good to bleed the boys like Zigtig that could be playing a part next season. Savastano now. Can we get double figures? Lang's flick on. Doesn't find its way to Zigtig. Savastano, Lang, 18, Koning, Zigtig, Maddy. Oh my god. It is beautiful when we get flowing like that. Savastano, Koning, Savastano. Stander up there. Maddy's there, won't get it. 18, post. Almost our 10th. And the deep corner is cleared. We're resembling our Rangers team today, actually. The way we're moving, the way the front 3 are all working together. All 9 goals actually have been contributed by somebody playing in the front 3 when they scored. 2 for Clivert, 2 for Koning, 2 for Maddy, and 3 for Nunnally, of course. Maddy heading for the man of the match with 2 goals and 3 assists. It's between him and Koning. But it looks like we're only going to manage the 1 goal in the second half. Or maybe not. Can we get it here? Let's get 10. Come on. The elusive 10. De La Vega, there he is. 10-1. Giovanni De La Vega. Eric Koning now joins Maddy on 2 goals and 3 assists. And we get the elusive 10. Can we get the 11th? Can Maddy or Koning score? Or get an assist? Seems only fair that one of them should do something else to break that tie and earn the Man of the Match award. Farkas is such a quiet debut today. Absolutely no trouble whatsoever for him. Savastano given away. 18 back to Savastano. Get a second bite at it. Galloping forward. Whips it deep. Eros Madi volleys it in. Hat-trick and 3 assists. Will be Man of the Match. Beautiful stuff. It's a shame for young 16-year-old Koning there, but 3 assists and 3 goals cannot be argued with. Man of the Match. Only a 9.9 is an absolute joke. There we go. 11-1 as we smash lower league Excelsior. 17-year-old Eros Madi with an absolute stormer of a game. He performed well in training. We rewarded him with increased time on the pitch, and he just absolutely gobbled up the chance. Can't really ask for more. And the Zwolle game is on the horizon. They're only 16th place, but as I say, it's been a tricky game for us before. Excelsior and Willem, you'd expect Excelsior to win after their victory away at AZ. And they do, they win 4-3. Now, where are the other big boys playing this weekend? Where are Feyenoord? Where are AZ? Where are their games playing? Must be tomorrow. Utrecht, Vitesse today. Feyenoord are at home to Heerenveen, which isn't super easy. And AZ again don't seem to have a game. That's very weird. They don't have a game this weekend. Oh no, they do. They do, sorry. They're away at NAC Breda. That could be a tough one. Go ahead versus PSV. If PSV can't win that game, then they're absolutely sunk. They could really be in relegation trouble. Utrecht have lost 2-0. And their good recent form seems to have come to a halt. But this squad needs rotated back to the way it was. I'm not going to drop any of the players who came in back down to the youth squad because they all did pretty well. But Roy Grok comes back in. Veltman will be in there. Delight will be in there. As will Boy Kemper. Right wing back we will see Yurin Maduro continue on. He's done nothing wrong. Mauro Savastano, 21-year-old, will continue on the left. In the middle of the park, Jurgen Keelenkamp and Donny van der Beek will continue. Up top, we will see Justin Kluivert, Keiserhaus, and Gino Dekker. Although Dekker's position there is a little under threat. We will go Leeuwenburg, Omzichtig, Farkas, Backboard, Eiting, Lang, Nunnally, Vega, Maddy, and Koning all on the bench. And let's see how it goes. Hopefully we can continue our recent excellent form, but it is going to be a tough one. Yeah, pick up where you left off last time out with those 11 goals. And we're just getting a wee bit of encouragement here as we are away from home. Not a great start. Delight hits her off Van de Beek's heels. But we are looking to go top of the league, at least temporarily, with a victory here. Whipped in Van de Beek, headed clear. Dekker has to get there first. Does, good man. Dekker galloping there, but has a bit of a pot shot from range, which goes well wide the mark in the end. And 20 minutes pass without incident, really. It's been a slow start for us. It's not good. Recently, we've actually been flying out of the traps. Dekker now whips her in deep. No foul in there. They are going to clear it away. Brogno now. Nicked by Van de Beek as Heracles take the lead against Roda. Savastano over the top. The Roda bubble seems to have burst. Dekker's nicked it. Picks out the pass here. House hammers it. What a save by the goalkeeper. But he has to score. Absolutely must. Great work by Dekker to win the ball and set him up. But a poor effort. It's a great save, but he shouldn't have any chance there, Van der Hart. Top scorer in the league there has to be burying that. And it looks like a 0-0 half-time scoreline. Zwolle have held very well so far, it has to be said. Kluivert will come off for Eros Madi, since he's been playing so well. We'll give him a chance to make the difference. And if he can, he certainly has a shout for a first team place. Going to tell him to push forward. Of course. The positive in the first half, of course, would be that we didn't give up chances of our own. I'm going to bring in backboard for Maduro as well, I think, because Maduro's having a bit of a poor game there with a 6.4. We will bring on backboard for him with half an hour to play. Zwolle are holding very well, has to be said. Come on, more. 20 remain. We'll throw on young Eric Koning. He did well in the cup game, albeit against lesser opposition, so we'll see what he can do here. Akbar with a long range drive. That stings. That is one of those goals that I suspect is purely because we're playing a below par goalkeeper to try and fit in with the theme of the youth development. It's just an absolute thunderbolt from Akbar from distance, and we basically got punished for not being clinical. We controlled the game, created a couple of half chances, couldn't score anything, and we're punished. Now can we nick a point? Van de Beek to Killenkamp, holds it up, finds backboard, lashes it in, barring in. Lovely finish by backboard, who earns back his right wing back starting shot. First goal for the club. What an effort. Let's keep going and see if we can get the winner. Come on, boys, push. 5 added minutes. Can we do it? Doesn't it look like it? No, we can't do it. We've had over 6 added minutes. Van der Hart clears. And it's time. Well, a point probably about justified. I'll tell the boys they're unlucky rather than get on their case too much. We've been doing really, really well recently, and I don't want to hammer them too much, but it is disappointing we didn't manage to win that game. We had the chances, particularly with the early Sir House chance to go 1-0 up, and he's just frankly fluffed his lines. But he's done so well this season that I'm not going to be too harsh on the lad. Certainly signs of progress though. Previously we would have lost that game. We would have went 1-0 down. Nothing would have happened the rest of the game, and we would have come away without anything. So to get the point even is pretty decent. Going down to the goalkeeping mistake. Feyenoord here in Wien, I'd expect Feyenoord to assert their dominance. AZ have lost their game, which is nice. Feyenoord have asserted their dominance. PSV Eindhoven go ahead Eagles. PSV win with a 91st minute penalty. Jesus, man, they are in real trouble. But if they win their game in hand, all of a sudden they're only 7 behind us somehow, which is only 3 more than we are behind Feyenoord. Crazy, weird league. Roy Grock gets a new contract despite his goalkeeping error and despite, frankly, his lack of development. We frankly need a goalkeeper. We need one of the regens to really come through. How about this lad? Is he any good? He came from Poland, so we can't use him. Neteb is a wee regen who looks okay, but he's obviously not as good as Roy Grock right now. The B team, it's just that guy from Croatia. Yeah, we need some youth intake in terms of the goalkeeper, but nonetheless, look, a decent game at Zwolle there. We're not going to win every single match. We have to expect to drop some points, but we went almost 2 months there winning every single game. You can't win them all, and ultimately I'm reasonably happy with the fact that we fought back. Obviously we had lower opposition in the cup and we absolutely hammered them. That's pretty much what you expect, par for the course. Next time out we're away at the Allianz Arena against Bayern. I fear that one may get ugly, but you never know. We'll go for it and see what we get. And we'll also be hosting Vitesse in the league, which is obviously a big one for us too. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this one. If you have done, please drop down below and leave a like on the video. Of course, to follow the development of our young lads, you can subscribe to the channel, which I'd be really grateful for. But mostly just thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time for Bayern and Vitesse.